Well, hello and welcome back to A Coastal Thrifter. We are Chris and Dave. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if it isn't, welcome back. If you like what you see today, please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Enough of that. Today, I am going by the post office. I got to send out some eBay orders. And then I think we might go down to the Waterfront Mission. It's been a little while since we've been in there. So it is Fort Walton Beach, Florida. It is spring break season. The weather is gorgeous today. It is beautiful. Dave's with me, but he doesn't want to be on camera today. So anyhow, that's it. Let's go see what we can find. And please do like and subscribe if you don't mind and you enjoy what you see here today. So here we are at the Waterfront Mission. Green is the 50% off color of the week. It's been a little while since I've been in here. Since the last time I was here, the furniture section has really filled out. They have restocked. They have tons of furniture right now. There's a little console back there that looks like one we have in our house. Dave always gravitates towards folding tray tables for some reason. He likes those. He likes stools and he likes boxes. That is an adorable little love seat glider rocker, mid-century. Would be so cute, repainted white and reupholstered with a really sunny fabric of some sort or something nautical looking. Would be perfect for somebody's Florida room or front porch if it was done in some umbrella fabric. This is a little cube storage. I have been looking for one of these. I need something like that for out back for my storage unit. This is just a stunning looking table. I had to really look at this for a few minutes to decide whether this was mother of pearl or not. I mean, it was hard to tell because it was definitely iridescent looking. But I think it was printed. I don't think this is resin over actual mother of pearl. Boy, but it fooled me for a minute. Gorgeous little table. Always checking out the pillows. You never know. You might find a Pier 1 or something a little more opulent, like a Cross Skill or a Biltmore home, or a Waverly, or a thumbnail. A couple of those little baby boppy pillows down there. I love the sequins. Those are so fun. Perfect for a kid's room. Little tapestry style pillow for Christmas. You do see a lot of these out there. It seems like the Christmas pillows are kind of everywhere. There's 3 of them. Can you imagine needing all 3 at once? Oh, and there's a pregnancy pillow down there. One of those belly pillows. I remember what that felt like. That was not a comfortable feeling, being fully pregnant. Definitely not. Anybody that's ever been through it, you just count the days and the weeks until you have your body back. This was adorable. This little hand crocheted thing looked very mid-century to me, and I put that in the cart right away. I was like, okay, we have our first item in the cart. And this was one of those little China quilts, hand quilted, but definitely a production piece from China, most likely. But I picked it up because it was only $6, a nice lightweight blanket. If we don't end up using it, it could be upcycled into something. Now this textile looked really interesting to me. This had a very mid-centuries, 1970s look to me. It looks like legitimate, authentic iCat fabric of some sort from the 1970s. I think it's a bedspread and 2 pillowcases, but it was weird because they were open on one end. See how they're open? So I don't know if they had been sewn closed around a pair of pillows and removed. Somebody might have ripped the seam on them, or if they are just designed to just slip over something. Maybe it's a couch slip cover. I am not sure. I am perplexed, but the textile is absolutely groovy, and I feel like I have to have this. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a chance on that. Once again, it's only a couple of dollars. I can chance it for a couple bucks. Those colors are so 70s looking. Now these, right away, I had a super heavy feel to them. And I thought, okay, who are you? Who are you by? And I'm looking and bingo. Yes. Woohoo. It's Crosskill for $2.99 for 2 of them. That is $1.50 a piece for Crosskill. Those might retail at around $40 or $50 in the resale market. I'm saying they're going to resell for that. And that's a beautiful color, so I have a feeling they're going to go fast. This is one of those little Asian pillow covers. This one is not beaded. Could be Indian. It definitely felt like a little bit of a silk or taffeta. Now these were interesting. Those are super vintage. They almost look like strawberry shortcake or something. They're very floral, mid-70s for $2.99. I put those in the cart. I have picked up a few fun mid-century vintage linens, sheets and things here lately. And I'm starting to have a mismatched set. And then I saw this and I recognized that face. Oh yeah, that's Jack Skellington. This is Nightmare Before Christmas, you guys. And it's a big one. It's not in perfect shape, but I don't see any rips, tears, or stains on it. There might be a little bit of pilling. I may have to trim a few loose threads on it. Then I looked at this little blanket. This one is really thin and small, but I love the print on it. It's very spring and floral, and there's butterflies. I really think this one's very pretty, and I was thinking for a moment how I might be able to craft that and maybe repurpose that, but I decided to leave it for someone else, perhaps for some little teenager to pick up for her room. Now here is a Afghan. It's just a lap quilt, lap size, lap warmer, but the colors were whoa, a little too much. This was interesting. Definitely a nice plush blanket, a thick one, and a Christmas theme on there. And it is like a stained glass window of Jesus. It's like a Christmas Jesus stained glass window. And I thought about it for just a minute, but I just decided, no, I'm going to leave that too for someone else. Those are cute, little, more lap quilts. Quite a few actually smallish Afghans. Those were shower curtains. They have a very nice coastal look to them as well, with the sand dollars on them. And I thought about, well, maybe I could take and cut those up and use the sand dollar and the starfish graphics as appliques on something. And I decided, nah, I'll leave that. Just not into it so much as a fashion motif. This was a nice retro Better Homes and Gardens beach towel. This one was really tempting because it's sometimes a little bit older cotton beach towels will actually be more absorbent. Like something happens after they've been washed a few times, and they get where they actually will suck the water off your body. They are 100 times better than a brand new towel for some reason. I know it's strange, but give me a good vintage beach towel any day, especially for the beach. But I have plenty of those as it is. This was not hand embroidered. That is machine embroidered. I look at this hard for a minute because I know it's got to be mid-century, but I noticed that there's like a little bit of damage on it. You can see where it's been washed and the red flowers have bled into the white in the background there. I don't think that's intentional. The tag here, is very old looking. That's got to be from the 60s or the 70s. And I noticed a little bit of that trim coming off there. And I almost left it, but then I thought, well, maybe I could turn it into the flap on a purse or something because it's already rounded on one end. And, thinking of magnolia pearl style handbags and things that I might want to make in the future, then I decided to put it in the cart. Because you could search high and low, and that has a lot of detail on it. Dave and I noticed this keyboard sitting here. This is a nice 77 key electric piano. I'm counting the octaves. There are 7 octaves plus. So it is a 77 key, which is a standard size in electric keyboards. 88 keys is a full-size piano keyboard. They were weighted keys, so that means that they have the feel of a real piano key. There are a lot of presets on it, but I was checking the back to see if there was an input or output for a MIDI cable on there, and I did not see one. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it lifts up. I did see there must be like a cable input somewhere to hook it to a speaker. The price was not bad on that. So you guys, if you've got a young piano student that's looking for a piano, or you're thinking about getting your kids into piano, bring them by Waterfront Mission and go pick that little keyboard up. I think it's a good deal, especially for a beginner. Here's all the Easter stuff. They've got a lot of plastic eggs. You see, our shelves just aren't as full as some thrift stores. We have gaps and spots in our shelves down here. I'm really jealous when I see some of these other thrifters and they be walking up and down the aisles and it's just chock full of stuff, like no room for anything else, and things are just piled deep. I guess those must be bigger city thrift stores, but down here, we have space on our shelves. We have to fight a little harder for our finds. This was an interesting looking shelf. I finally figured out it goes that way, and there was like a cactus on the side there. Really cute. Little spice rack spinner. I think that might be for holding bracelets, but I'm not sure. What do you think that's for, you guys? With those little pegs on it like that. That was a nice little hook. Doesn't look to be too old, that little brass butterfly. There's a devotional candle back there. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. It's like a soap dish. Coastal. Aw, there's a chip on it. I might have picked that one up. I do tend to gravitate towards nice coastal decor in dishes and things. And I think what I will probably do is get a category set up in the eBay store soon just for coastal things. That is a big tube to pull behind your boat, but it looks worse for wear. Okay, I know my camera work I need some help with my camera work. I get so busy looking that I'm not paying attention to my viewfinder. I apologize. Little pretty bud vase there, but it was quite modern. I am keeping my camera angled down because there are a lot of people walking around. That's a flash painted piece, and I don't want to accidentally film somebody who doesn't want to be on camera. So if you're wondering why I'm kind of pointing it at the floor right now, that is why. Normally, I just shut my camera off between takes, but I was trying to do this all on one take, this little trip, and it's a little bit different for me, I know. Escape. Angel wings. Welcome, friends. I was thinking that would be super cute if someone repainted it, like maybe put a little whitewash over it or something and made it more beachy looking. It could be super cute. It wasn't a high-end piece, though. Rolling pin. Standard issue rolling pin. That was just a cheap painting up there, one of those like printed pieces. Nice little rack for your towels for the bathroom. Some raffia trivets. There were 3 in the bag for $3, I think. It was about $3. A random bag of coasters. A broken mirror. One of those flag display things. That's awful small. It would have to be a very small flag. There's one of those organizers to hang on the wall and hang your keys up. Every house in the 70s had that. Do y'all remember? Every kid's house in the 70s I ever went into, their mom had one of those hanging in the kitchen. Or somewhere near the kitchen. Family room. More Christmas houses. Have you ever seen where people take those and repaint them and make them like little haunted houses? I think that's so cute. For their Halloween setups. Dave was trying to tell me there was some lamp over here. I must have missed it. I didn't see what he was talking about. That thing was huge. And heavy. But look at that clear cord. That is not old. Resin base. Made to look old, but not old. This looked like it could have been hand-painted little folk art piece, but it wasn't. It was deceptive because if you didn't look closely, you would think it was hand-painted, but it's printed. And I would have picked it up if that had been actually hand-painted folk art piece. Yeah. Because I like rescuing things like that. Little pieces that somebody took a lot of time and energy and handcrafted with love. But, I don't rescue every last little handcrafted thing I see. It has to speak to me. This is that false graph piece. That's actually been here a while. That mug and plate. Those are pretty. I think, what was that? Mikasa? Love the blue and white. Just love that aesthetic. It's classic. It'll never really go out of style. It's always going to be around, especially spring and summer, in one form or another. Oh, this beautiful little studio bowl has a chip in the edge. Oh, that's such a shame. Such a pretty raspberry colored glaze on there too. That's like the perfect size bowl for making a salad. I probably should have bought it and just brought it home and kept it for my own use. Because I can live with a chip in the side. I was thinking more for purchasing for resale, not purchasing for my own use. And I mean, if there's a chip in it already, then you're not as concerned about actually using it, are you? You'll use it, and if it gets another chip, no big deal. So there hardly have any coffee mugs left here, guys, because they have implemented this 6 for $2.99. This is still going on. I do manage to find 6 mugs to put in the cart, but only 50 cents a piece. So I picked up those 2 little Oneida mugs, and then we found another New York Dunkin' Donuts, like K Meeks, the traveling thrifter. She found one recently too. I'm gonna put the her channel here in the description of this, and y'all go give K Meeks some love. Go check out her channel. She's super funny, and she thrifts up in the Bronx and Connecticut, and she goes to the Goodwill bins. And she's just full of positive energy, and I just adore her. And she looks fly. I mean, she looks good. She's always on point with her looks. Much better looking than me. Than yours truly. There's little Hershey's. I couldn't decide if that was like going to count towards the mugs, though, because it's kind of a tumbler, isn't it? Oh, I love that one. Again, the colors, though, orange and green is so bright. So, so bright. That was some sort of government contractor mug. We have a lot of government contractors down here that do stuff for the Air Force. I decided to pop that one in the cart, and we'll just see. I mean, I sold a tumbler or a water bottle that I picked up for the Space Force. Oh, where did I find that one? I think it might have just been out at the Goodwill in Destin or something, but it was only like $2.99 or $2 I paid for it. But it was brand new. Like brand new. The guy who got it had never actually used it. And I thought, well, We'll find out. No, it might have only been $1. I think I got it up at Saks for $1. Yeah, and then I was like, well, for $1, I'll chance it. And you guys, I did end up selling that Space Force water jug for like $20, I think I got for that, or close to $20. So that was a good pick. I mean, good call. So you don't know, like maybe those government contractor mugs will sell. Maybe people do collect stuff like that. I know that Kat, the nurse flipper, did a whole series on those pharmaceutical things recently, where she was showing in one of her research videos about how much some of those things that have the pharmaceutical information printed on them, the swag that the pharmaceutical companies give away, that how much some of that actually sells for now, which kind of blows my mind as a nurse, because I remember when they used to just give all that stuff away for free and it was just like everywhere. And then they kind of stopped the pharmaceutical companies from being able to do that. Anyways, if you don't follow Kat the Nurse Flipper and you're thinking about reselling as a side hustle, you need to seriously follow her. She does the most wonderful research videos, and I've learned so much watching her videos and listening to her podcast on Tuesday night. So check her out at Kat the Nurse Flipper, and also her other channel, which is Kat's Treasure Hunting, which is very much like what I'm doing here. She just goes thrifting, and Kat does quite well. She is running an over $100,000 a year operation. She quit her work as a nurse to become a full-time reseller, and she 100% takes care of her family from her reselling ventures. So lots to learn from that lady. Highly recommend Kat the Nurse Flipper for you guys. Of course, most people that are really into the reselling game already know Kat, know about her. Because I think that YouTube does kind of recommend her videos a lot as well. She's high up in the algorithm. Look at this thing. This is like a little barometric clock or something. But it was old, but it had like a very thin backing on it. This, whatever that was super heavy. Then you have a lot of these really pretty little decorative lighthouse plates, but I hear that decorative plates just aren't selling as well as they used to, if at all. There's probably just tons and tons of them out there. That almost looked like Boyd's bears to me. Oh, look, it's a nurse and she's got a baby bear. How can I leave that behind? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But no, I left it behind because, you guys, I don't collect bears personally. So cute though. This little angel thing. She was missing something. She was supposed to be holding something in her arms there. Be a really good opportunity for a repainter. That was a little owl bell, but it missing its striker. This had the look of Longaberger, but it was not. It's just a little platform for burning a candle on. Pretty though. Little cranberry color. He was fun. Kind of looks like the Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Now these captivated me for a moment. They were very heavy. They had a nice crackle glaze to them. They looked to be genuine mid-century coasters to me. There unfortunately was a chip on one of them, but not a very big one. And I almost put them in the cart. Almost. Maybe I should have, because even though they were heavy, I still don't think that it would have cost that much to ship them. They were so small that, for the size of them, they probably could have been shipped for about $6 or $8 with eBay shipping. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't pick up everything. This says a friend is a push when you're stopped, a word when you're lonely, a guide when you're searching, a smile when you're sad, and a song when you're glad. Isn't that beautiful? What a nice sentiment that is. $3.99, $4 on that. And I've got a similar one of these plaques somewhere in my inventory. I don't believe I've listed it quite yet, but I am putting that into the cart. I do like little plaques. They seem to sell all right for me. A little bottle opener. Korea. Okay. Here's another piece of memorabilia, militaria. This has got the Star Trek insignia on it, but it's obviously some sort of government contractor. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. What is this? This is some sort of little trinket dish from Greece. It is hand signed and hand numbered. Lovely little enameled trinket dish with looks like an ibis or something on there. I'm putting that in the cart. Some more random coasters. It's almost impossible to find these corkback coasters in a set of 4 that don't have chips on them. This is a bunch with some scenes from New York. And then a random cat coaster on the back. Like, just all taped together. I don't know. There was a weird picture one in there. Okay, leaving those. So I don't have music in the background going because I got another copyright hit on my last video, even though I was using quote unquote copyright free music. I am at a loss, you guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to properly credit and put the music in there. The music that comes with my editing software is supposed to be fair use, but I do prefer a little bit of music in the background for those pregnant pauses, but it is what it is. I had originally uploaded this video without the voiceover, but I did not realize until I had got out of the car and was walking into the store that I was chewing gum, and you can hear me just chomping away through the whole video, which I realize that for some people that is like nails on a chalkboard. So yeah, that's why I put it to private, and I went ahead and came back here to do the voiceover. I do not like the voiceover as much as being able to narrate and talk about things in real time. But obviously, I still need some work on that. That's nice for I know the plans I have for you, Jeremiah. Pretty little plaque hanger. Very small. This is a little funky toothpick holder. Texas. It says Texas on there. This is a bamboo easel of some sort. Here's a little giraffe. That one's kind of cute. I almost popped that in the cart. But I felt like it should have had some friends with it. It was so lonely all by itself. Another Texas thing. Ooh, what is this? This is signed. Obviously, a tiny little piece of studio pottery. How adorable is that? The drip glaze. Oh my gosh. Yes, that goes in the cart. This one also next to it, another little piece of studio pottery, but no signature, and a much plainer style of glaze. So I left that one behind. Little bud vase, tiny, teeny tiny. Oh, look at the little harp. It's got broken strings. I bet you that was part of a Christmas display or something. We have some dolls here in the background. And there was this thing. This looks almost bacchanalian. That is something from Rome. It has the look of an ancient Roman bas relief of some sort. All right. Just double checking the end caps. Yeah, I think I'm ready to start wrapping this up. Oh, look, there's Dave. Dave's always hanging out in the t-shirt section. Sweet Dave. He really is very dear. I'm a lucky woman. He puts up with me. You know, Dave doesn't talk a lot in the videos because he can't talk that well anymore with the Parkinson's has made it so that he mumbles and it's hard to understand him. But don't let that fool you. When Dave was younger, he was very animated and you could really get him going. I think people used to delight at the animated way that Dave would tell a story. He was always really popular with all his friends. He had a whole bunch of friends in high school. He just had a big clique that he was a part of. And some of them have really stayed in touch with him over the years. They've lost a few, of course, like most people our age. His good buddy Tony is still alive. And Bill, his cousin Bill, who actually watches this channel. Bill, one of these days you're going to write something in the comment section below. I'm going to say hi, Bill and Betty. Y'all should say something now. Say hi. Look at this thing. I think that might be Majolica. That is so pretty. What is that? It's like some sort of, I don't know. What does it cover up? Obviously, maybe a cake stand or something. I can't tell. So this is the expensive section here. This is where they put all the stuff that's worth a little more. These were little old banks. Just a pair of them. They were twins. What is he? Is he Lefton from Japan? There's some cowgirl boots down there hanging out on the ground. Very small, though. Too small for me. I always had thick calves, and I could hardly ever find cowgirl boots that would fit me, even when I was skinny, guys. Like, it was always hard for me to find boots that would fit over my calves. And it's almost impossible now. All right, so we did great. I think our total came to $44 and some odd cents. And I think I found some fun stuff in there. Not sure how much I'm going to list that little bud vase for, but the little drip glaze, I'm thinking that alone is going to go for around $10, $11. Anyways, tomorrow or the next day, I'll probably film the big haul video. And I'll include comps for everything we found today. And for some of the stuff that we have been thrifting already earlier this week. There was some stuff from the Salvation Army. And there were a few things I picked up at Socks that I did not film. So, yeah. If you want to watch the haul, stay tuned for that coming up in a couple of days. If not, thank you for hanging out with us. And you guys have a great week. Starting to look like a beautiful spring here for the spring breakers in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And if you do have a rainy day, think about stopping up here, the Waterfront Mission store on Hollywood Boulevard. You're sure to find some great stuff. Okay, guys, peace out. Dave says bye. Bye.